tonight's pasta, we're gonna use chicken thighs, boneless, skinless chicken thighs, which I've already cut up into small pieces. The reason I'm cutting it into small pieces is it'll cook extremely fast. That way we won't have to worry about it burning the buttering oil, which is already heating up in the pot. I've already seasoned it with a little blackening seasoning, salt, pepper, garlic, and then we have salt-free table blend, just basically just an all-purpose seasoning, salt-free. That way we can control the amount of salt that we put into each meal. Now in this bag I have all-purpose flour, and we've seasoned this also with salt, pepper, and garlic. It's always a good idea to season all along the way. Now I'm used to wearing these gloves at work, not usually at home, but I wanted to make it easier for me with this video filming so I could just pull the glove off and keep cooking.
So wait a second, Chuck, or actually while you're putting the chicken in, you can fill me in, because I know that we put salt, pepper, and garlic and a little salt-free season blend in the flour. What did you season the chicken with?
A little blackening seasoning, salt, pepper, and garlic also, with also a little bit of the salt-free table seasoning is what it's called, but it's basically just an all-purpose seasoning.
As you can tell from this meal that we're cooking and the blackened pork chops, we go through some blackening seasoning, but that is kind of a southern thing.
It is, and it's very good. And then my last video, the blackened pork chops, I did put a recipe for a basic blackening seasoning. Works really well.
So that didn't get its own video? A blackened seasoning recipe?
It will eventually, but not yet. You want to dust off most of the flour. What the flour is going to do is it's going to give the chicken a little crispier texture in the pasta, but also the flour is going to make a light roux, which will thicken the pasta as it cooks. You want to take this one?
Yes. Are you ready for us to come in with the camera to see inside the pot? Or not?
All you can see is white chicken right now that's frying down.
Well, that's
but
not
you
very
can.
appetizing. We can wait.
Now for veggies, what I did was I had, of course, we always have peppers.
Always.
But we're growing a lot of peppers this summer, so the colors of the peppers may change, because we do have some purple and white and orange peppers that we're going to be using also. Now we're just going to let this fry down. It's going to take probably 5 or 10 minutes. Once it's complete, the chicken will be cooked throughout, so everything else will just be heating through. I also did a half an onion and some baby portobello mushrooms that are sliced really thinly. Now we did a meal earlier and we had a little bit of rotel tomatoes left, so I'm going to just throw that in instead of wasting them, with a little bit of chicken stock and of course heavy cream.
And let me tell you real fast, that meal that he just referenced that we did earlier will be posted soon, but it was the Cajun Eggs Benedict. Yeah, that stuff is so good. So if you have not seen that video, which will come out probably before this one, make sure you go back and watch that video. And watch my, what is it, taters, onions, and peppers I made to go on the side of those Cajun Eggs Benedict.
So we're just going to let this brown, which, as I said, it's going to take a while. It's kind of like watching water boil. I already have my pasta boiled. I just boiled it in plain water with a little salt. It's just sitting back on the side, waiting to combine with all these flavors. We're going to let this chicken brown, and I'll be back in 1 minute to continue with the recipe. And we're back, and the chicken is browned and pretty much cooked through. If you want to bring it in, you can see what I'm talking about. They have a lot of little crispy edges. All the flour has burnt, and then you have this nice little bit which made a light roux. So now what we're going to do is add in the vegetables. And then we're going to let those cook for about 3 to 4 minutes, just until they tenderize a little bit. You'll know when the onions go a little opaque that it's ready to go with the rest of the ingredients. Now, I don't want the peppers to go too soft because I do like a little crunch in it. It's already pulled off all the little crispiness off the bottom of the pan to give you more flavor. Now we'll let that cook down. And while we're doing that, we'll get everything else ready. Okay guys, the onions are nice and soft. So now it's time to start adding everything else in. I'm gonna add the tomatoes in first. And like I said, it's just a few. It's not enough to make it a real tomato sauce. It's just enough to add some flavor and a little heat. I'm gonna also add 1.5 cups of chicken stock. I like to add chicken stock to any of the pastas I'm making, and as you can see, it's already starting to thicken up. God, that's a lot of flavor in this pot. And then we're gonna add the cream.
Well, I would have stayed there if I knew it was going that fast. Next, oops, it's falling.
The chicken's already cooked, so this is basically a done deal. All you're gonna have to do is let it thicken up a little bit. That'll just really take a few minutes. And then add the pasta to it, and you're done. Now I did cook the pasta a little al dente, so that I can throw it in and let the pasta cook in the sauce and take on a lot of the flavor.
And you need this too, correct?
Correct. How can you go wrong with fresh grated Parmesan? Never even opened it.
No, we just bought it this morning at the store.
Add a lot. I love Parmesan.
Come back in.
You can see it's already thickened up. So we're going to be getting the pasta in it and just letting it cook until it's all combined.
Okay, let me put Joe back in place so I can hand him the pasta. And we're going to pass that over there.
There we go.
And now we'll come back.
This is a colander Dale's mom. Actually, we got it today from her. This is the first time we used that also.
Yes.
Now we just mix everything in and let everything combine.
Thanks, Mom, for the colander.
And then all we have left to do is eat. We did make a lot of this because we promised actually Dale's mom and some friends that we'd bring them some lunch tomorrow. And that's it. We are done. The sauce is nice and thick. Oh, can't wait to eat this one. If you've liked this recipe and liked everything you've seen so far, please like this video. Consider subscribing to the page and hit the notification bell so that you'll know whenever each video is posted.
Yes, please, y'all, subscribe if you watch the videos and haven't subscribed yet, and get your friends to subscribe.
Subscribe.
Tell them I do sometimes know how to talk.
And we'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching.